Welcome to my channel, Private Idaho. We're continuing on with my blind playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. So we went through the joining last time. It was a bit traumatic, I guess, but at least I survived. Now we're going to go talk to the king and probably move towards the Battle of Ostagar. As always, if you enjoy the content, hit like and subscribe, and let's play. And we've completed the joining, and it is time to go speak to the king, King Cailan, I believe his name is. And wow, that was fun with the joining. I guess we're alive, so we don't have that to complain about. And we have no other party members here. Oh, we can level up right away. Let's do that right away. And a few of you mentioned right away to go check before I leave town and see if there's a backpack available that it's without spoiling. It's very helpful in the game, and I really appreciate that. I don't feel that was backseating, so awesome. But let's look at our level up here. So what do we have here? 4 attributes. I don't understand the specialization. We'll get to that later, whatever that is. Somebody had mentioned cunning is worth having at least 16, I feel like, so I'm gonna add 1 there. And then we're going to get back to our willpower and our magic. So willpower 20, and you know what? Let's go... what does constitution? Health and resilience. Higher constitution directly increases the amount of damage characters can take before falling on the battlefield. We're going to need to concentrate, though, on our magic, I think. Let's see here. Flame Blast. Arcane Bolt. Arcane Shield. We got Arcane Shield, did we not? I just haven't used it yet, so I have to figure out how to get that. Let's see. Flame Blast, Rock Armor, Winter's Grasp, this Lightning. Now, I can't get to that yet. We have to... It's good to see where our magic is going to have to be for my next aiming, like for spending points into things. Now, I also realize Rejuvenate is a much different sort of spell here. The caster channels regenerative energy to the selected ally, granting them a short-term boost to mana or stamina regeneration, which what we want is the heal more often. And so I have to change that. Regeneration, it looks okay, but heroic offense, which these are all helping people, right? Glyph of paralysis looks cool. Spell wisp, a wisp that grants a small bonus to spell power for as long as this mode is active, so that's like a passive. Spirit is spell shield. Mana drain, mana cleanse. Walking bomb, that looks pretty insane. Mind blast, the caster projects a wave of telekinetic force that stuns enemies caught in the sphere. That might not be bad either. I just want to look here through we have to find out, weakness and paralyze, miasma, that's not bad. There's so many. Oh my gosh, guys. I just don't know. Can I get anything stronger than what I have going? Because we have the Arcane Bolt. And I mean, Flame would be good, I think. Because obviously Flame is good. But so is Winter's Grasp. So far we're working with Lightning, and requires level 7 for the staff focus, which is a passive. We're definitely going to want that, right? Sorry, this is a big deal to me. Glyph of paralysis. The caster inscribes a glyph on the ground that paralyzes the first enemy who crosses it. I don't know that I need the first enemy that crosses it. Where was vulnerability hex? I want something maybe supportive. Caster enhances an ally's aptitude in battle, granting a bonus to attack. I just don't know. It might be a waste for me right now to do that. So we're going to go with Flame Blast. And while this spell is active, the caster enchants the party's melee weapons with flames so that they can deal additional fire damage with each successful attack. And yes, we're going to do that. We're going to work up on our flame too. I think fire is going to be beneficial. I think it almost always is. So Can't remember if I needed to do anything else. We'll play with it later. We'll adjust these also. Oh. I guess I'm already here, damn
my
it.
decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Cailan. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing
I didn't mean to
hero
trigger
on the
this
front
yet.
lines.
Fine, cool.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
Come on, guys. We need everyone, I'm
It is not
sure.
a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past. And you
Sounds-
will remember who is king.
Sounding good now.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
No, they won't
They
suffice,
are,
I'm
Your
sure.
Majesty.
This is going to be a
And
tragedy.
this is the recruit I met
Sounds like.
earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order.
I didn't have a choice, really. I don't feel that special. Just thank you, Your Majesty. Let's
Every
just stick
Grey
to
Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Cailan. We must attend to reality.
Fine, speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from
To
cover.
flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Is
Then
that
we should send
us?
our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
Okay. All right, all right. You mean I won't be fighting in the battle? Aw. I refuse to be sent on an errand, you ass. Wait, no, that's I add that. If it's not dangerous, I can do it myself. No. I'll do my best, Your Majesty. How about
You
we just
rely on
be a
these
little
Grey
gracious
Wardens
here?
too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Logain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no
Archdemon.
signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Oh, God.
Enough! This plan will suffice.
glad I'm
the
a
Grey
mage.
Wardens
That's awesome.
will light the beacon.
Thank you, Logain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yeah, it sounds so good,
Yes,
don't
Cailan.
it?
A glorious moment for us all.
Oh, now are we right in it?
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and
Can we get
ensure
set
the
up
beacon
first?
is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
Oh, come on,
This
Alistair.
is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Logain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
He's a little punk right there, but that's funny. Where's this Tower of Ishal? Well, we were over near a guy talking about it. I agree with Alistair. We should be in the battle. Stop your whining. We have an important job. I'm just going to say, where's the tower?
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way
Yep.
we came when we arrived.
So we talked to
You'll
a
need
guy.
to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
Ooh. Sounds easy enough. When do we light the beacon?
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
Oh, don't tell me in case Alistair dies and then we're just sitting there with our thumb up our butt. I know what I have to do. Can we join the battle afterwards? What if the Archdemon appears? How much time do we have? Are we in any danger? What if the Archdemon?
We soil our drawers, that's what.
Yeah.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you.
Okay. I know what I have to do. Can we join the battle afterwards? We'll ask for Alistair.
Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
Okay. Well, sounds like
Then I must
We-
join the others.
we're ready.
From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Oh, yeah. All right. A new quest, the Tower of Ishal. The Tower of Ishal. Light the beacon at the top of the Tower of Ishal. King Cailan has asked you and Alistair to light the beacon to signal when the Darkspawn Horde have committed themselves to the battle. Terran Loghain's men will then charge the Horde's flank. Perfect. Now, is Terran Loghain, I'm missing, is that the father of the king's wife? Or at least relative somehow in there. So, anyways, we are ready to rock. Excellent. Oh, you know what? Hold on 1 second. We have Alistair going up there. But why is downloadable content? Oh, Sulcher's Pass. Travel to Sulcher's Pass. Journey to Sulcher's Pass, where a troubled merchant awaits with a deal that may be just too good to be true. Okay. Just saying, like, I got it. Those are mission things I have to keep an eye on when they become available, right? Let's talk to Alistair.
Let's just get to the tower. It may not be the most glamorous job, but we'd best not dawdle.
We have to set ourselves up here, it looks like. So let's do some leveling up for Alistair. That's on this one, right? And level up. Now, he has attribute points. He's already specialized. Oh, he already gets it. So some of these characters, level 5 warrior, Templar, +2 magic, +3 mental resistance. That's awesome. Okay, so, I mean, strength, obviously, maybe some dexterity, constitution, or health and resilience. We're gonna do some constitution for this one. Just get that out of the way. And we have points to spend. He already has Righteous Strike and Powerful, which through training and hard work, the warriors gained greater health and reduce the fatigue penalty for wearing armor. Breton requires level 4, requires 14 strength. The warrior adopts a challenging posture that increases enemy hostility with each melee attack, drawing them away from other allies while this mode is active. I mean, but that leads up to bravery, right? And these things. Okay. What is this one? Precise striking. Oh, and because we don't have... That's dex build versus some of this other stuff, right? Melee archer, shield bash, shield defense, shield block, pommel, strike. Sunder arms. The character attempts to hinder attack's ability to fight back rather than going directly for a killing blow unless the target passes the physical resistance. And mighty blow requires 15 strength. Yeah, let's go with mighty blow for him. I don't know. We're gonna play with it. We'll play with some different stuff over time. Yep. I don't think we're gonna ruin anything too bad here. And I should set up everything else for him, but we're not going to yet. Like on all their passives or not. Like we'll play this on the fly as we figure it out. But can we still come over to? No. Wait. No. Wait. Alistair, no. So there is no, dog kennels. Duncan's fire. Nope, we are screwed on the backpack, but, if there's ever a way to come back here or something, we'll get it. And if not, you know what? Too bad. So, by the way, though, let's just see here. Is that backpack 81 of 70? Is that the problem? I'm already full. So, how do I handle that? It seems a little tricky, you guys. But they're not saying. I don't know what the penalty is. So, well, I don't have a choice here, so let's just move forward, I guess. Let it be. Make sure once again nothing too weird on the map. Nope, just right where we're supposed to go. Oh, yeah, see. We are triggered, aren't we? This is awesome. Those helmets look great on the face there, the covered one. Right there, man. Oh, dude. Like the Jun hordes from Beastmaster. Oh, I want one of them dogs. Oh, yep. Let's bless everyone a little bit here. Our king.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The blight ends here.
He's very confident. Oh, those fires, man. That's... And everybody they kill, do they just, like, become kind of part of it? They look cool. They look like orcs. The dark spawn. Yeah, this is great stuff. Another great helmet. The artwork in this is cool. I can't wait to see, like, it's only going to get better. This is like old school. This is Origins, so. They're going to start running away. Yep. So you keep the disciplined ones actually in the back there to keep the ones up front from running. Push them forward. Yeah, this looks like it's going to work out just fine. Don't worry, there's no orange demons, so... Man, I really wish we were down there in the battle right now.
Archers!
Like, yeah, well... Sure. Oh, the blood in this is hilarious, too. I'm keeping it on. I don't know. They're not going to run away from the dogs, so... That seems... Oh, that's the worst.
For Ferelden!
Well, this is epic. This is a great way to start this game out. That giant or ogre or whatever, we'll find out in what name. Oh, ho, ho. Not looking all that cool for us right now.
Let's cross the bridge.
Okay. Yeah, let's cross the bridge. Are they coming for us? I'm just like, I want to play this slow. What? What there?
Push them back.
Oh no. Can we get hit? A word? Alistair.
We need to get to the beacon. The king needs Loghain to charge.
What are you doing? Did he just get hit? Are you with me? Come on, Alistair.
Help me. They're everywhere. They've taken the tower. You're Grey Wardens, aren't you?
Yeah.
The tower. It's been taken.
Okay, so
What are
we
you
do have
talking
to
about,
fight our
man?
way
Taken
through.
how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Oh man.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
Oh, we got, who do we have here? We got a bunch of guys. Tower guard,
Right.
soldier. So we're just gonna stick with us and get on up here. I can't remember. Oh, you know what? We have to change. How do we... Is it spells? Rejuvenate versus... Hold on. How do we change them? I don't understand yet the... Or I can just use it anyway, you know? Like... Yeah. So I can just use any of these spells just as I am and looking around and stuff. So spells... This is heal. We want to assign to Y. Yep. And if I want the other stuff, I'll use the other stuff later. Let's go, guys. Okay. So I want to, real quick, I hit... like, Arcane Shield, right? And I'm remembering now I can switch with the D-pad. Nice. And I could... Let me just look at the spells here. We have... I have fire still there. I didn't get a support one, did I? No, that would be in, keep it down in sustained flaming weapons. I don't know how that works, but we're going to try to cast it. So I give just everybody flaming weapons. Oh. Oh man. Now I remember. I will get these controls down, guys. How are our guys doing? They are just running everywhere.
I shall do it. Take that!
Okay. These guys are messing everything up. We can't pick up anything, can we? I really like this area of effect one. Okay. Foolish. Once again, though, am I like way overweight? Is that I'm gonna take all on these. Inventory full. So let's go to inventory. Now let's. Can we just remove from? No, destroy. Is this really what we have to do? Well, what I need to do is sell. So, and this is what people are probably saying is a pain in the butt with the, so if you ever see a backpack, get it. It will do that for now. Be okay. Now is it items? It's got to be a weight per item system too, right? It shouldn't be like per item. And where is our map? We are looking good. Kicking butt. We were up there. Now we're heading this way.
Even more darkspawn.
Nice. Let us... I still have that going, don't I? I just want to hit them. They still have,
Another down.
Oh. Look at this. Hilarious. Oh. That wasn't hilarious.
It's begun.
Yep. But nothing. I got hit a little. Not too bad. Are there little secret places? Moving, shield bash, shield bash. Oh, okay. Nice.
It's begun.
Cool. Well, I'm getting a little more comfortable, like, oh.
I did it! I killed one!
I see Alistair there is, getting messed up. Why don't we just do that, right? Oh. Let's just hit him. I shouldn't be that close. Yeah, well, he got toasted. Okay. Concentrated venom. Let's get down here and get our stuff. Acid flask. We'll prioritize and break shit down if we have to again. Soldier.
Stand fast. We fight for Ferelden.
Yes, we do. Let's get all this cash. Cash money. Rules everything around us. Yep. Anything else up here? No. This is fun. I'm enjoying these little fights. If the rest of the game plays out this way, I can see how this is going to go. Like, just a little bit of the feel of things, like the battlefield itself, how we're forming it. I'll get better too, but let's go. Do we have to fight inside it? Oh, yep. I see fortifications, so I would assume, yes. Right. So... yeah. Oh, flames. Well, well, well.
What do we do now?
Yeah. Oh, where are all these flames coming from? Wait, I just got knocked on my ass, huh? Oh, it was a trap. I see. Let's see. I'm gonna get myself the... Now, I haven't even gotten into spells or mana yet. Genlock, Emissary. He's playing aggressive here. Dude. Alistair just getting up in it. Yep. Oh, you're doing well here. That's nice. Arrow stuff. How am I doing? I'm fine. My mana is going low, though. Now, is there a way to get mana back without having to just... Okay, I think we made it, though, there. You just have to go in and drink a potion, don't you? That's fine. I just haven't had to do it, and I don't want to do it if I don't need to yet. Are we... Oh, we still have our shield on us, and they still have their active flame weapons. Good, good, good. We're This is cool. I think they're pacing out the difficulty, like, learning curve on the game pretty well for a moment. That said, I mean, I could die anytime. We are getting some money by the end of this, though. What's next? Did we searched pretty well, I think, around there. Alistair.
We need to get to the beacon. The king needs Logain to charge.
Yeah, are we getting timed on this? I don't know which... Oh. Now, it's claiming area of effect, but it's going to hit whoever's actually in the front of it, right?
Have you no concern for your own existence?
Yep. Oh, shit. There are a ton of them. I want to... There. Hold on, hold on. And we're going to hit Y. I don't have it yet, do I? I can't... Oh, I know why. Because my mana, right? So I need a potion, I need a lesser lyrium. We can just have a regular lyrium. And then we need to hit Y. We need to cast heal onto our boy here. Yep. Yes. Is that it? Nope. Damn it, guys. Hit Y again. I missed? Oh no, that was a miss in there.
I did it! I killed one!
Is that it, guys? Yeah. That was okay, that was okay. They came at us from both doors, so I gotta remember that crap. I'm not sure which way we're going, but we wanna look around. We gotta get to the top, right? Yeah, there's a metal door. We'll be going that way, I'm sure. Let's head to this room. Ooh. Oh, they're just keeping their mushrooms in a wooden chest, huh? Silver bracelet is a gift? Or is that just sellable, or do you want to keep those as gifts? In case. And we gotta remember, I think, use poultices for us, right? But I should almost take that off of my quick... Oh, you know what? Do I have anybody? No, nobody has cunning.
We need to get to the beacon. The king needs Logain to charge. We need to get to the beacon.
Yeah, none of these guys can do it. Okay. Yeah, we know. Venom. So if I were a Rouge or Rogue, which I love, I mess that up too. Plenty of people spell it Rouge. I could just be doing that myself. If not, I don't have anybody with me, so we just go. Oh, shit. Oh. Yep. You know what? They still have the flame sword going. Now we are... Why, that guy ran right past me. Who's getting hurt here? Nobody. Oh, I see why he ran right past me. Oh, I already used that spell. You're toast, buddy. You want some more? Darkspawn longbow. So take it. Alright. Everything's gonna be better. We're gonna do an assessment after this, right? Or should we be putting it on him now? I don't want to. I'll wait. I think we're okay. I just don't want to get bogged down yet. Second floor. Oh.
Maker's breath.
What
There's
are
a
these
breakdown there.
Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
Oh, his flaming sword is still awesome there. Weren't you complaining that you wouldn't get to fight? There's no point moaning about it. We have fighting to do. You could try telling them they're in the wrong place. I'm going to say that one. Yeah, you could try telling them.
Because clearly this is all just a misunderstanding. We'll laugh about this later. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Taron Logain will be waiting for the signal.
Right. Sounds good. Let's do it. So, what is going on in here? I don't know. This is kind of neat. Is that another locked chest? They're all locked. We have nobody with skill. That is okay. We keep finding plenty of mushrooms, so we'll just eat those and relax later. And, you know, let's kind of enjoy. What the hell, man?
More of the fiends ahead.
Yep. And are they gonna... I think they're gonna come out. I'm always worried behind us now. Okay. All right, all right. Yep.
Ahead.
Yep. Come on, guys. Oh, I was just gonna hit him. Oh, now I have what, fireball going? When you just hit A? That's cool. Who else is dying over here? My mana's low, but...
It has begun, as you said. Shall be done. Very well.
I'm just trying to let them do it up here. Oh, I just... What? No way, dude. So yeah, it's a very weak shot, but at least it's something. They're doing okay here. Wow, this place is kicking ass. There's a lot going on. Yeah, the inventory, right? Oh, ballista. So is that, what, to hit these guys? Right, right. Okay, so in future... I've seen that mechanic before in other games. Oh, this looks really cool. Hey, at least it's paying off for us to come down here. An injury kit. I'll read about that later, but lesser injury kit. So that's implying like our people might be able to get injured instead of just killed outright. I don't know. Now, we're supposed to be going fast here. Wait, oh, this is the back door. Discarded book. History of the Chantry, Chapter 1. It's been a minute since I've read something. History of the Chantry, Chapter 1. The first blight devastated the Tevinter Imperium. Not only had the Darkspawn ravaged the countryside, but Tevinter citizens had to face the fact that their own gods had turned against them. Dumat, the old god, once known as the Dragon of Silence, had risen to silence the world, and despite the frenzied pleas for help, the other gods did nothing. The people of the Imperium began to question their faith, murdering priests and burning temples to punish their gods for not returning to help. In those days, even after the devastation of the First Blight, the Imperium stretched across the known world. Fringed with barbarian tribes, the Imperium was well prepared for invasions and attacks from without. Fitting, then, that the story of its downfall begins from within. Doesn't it always? Just the typical story. All right. The people of the far northern and eastern reaches of the Imperium rose up against their powerful overlords in rebellion. The Tevinter Magisters summoned demons to put down these small rebellions. Oh, that's not good, right? Leaving corpses to burn as examples to all who would dare revolt. The Imperium began to tear itself apart from within. Throngs of angry and disillusioned citizens doing what centuries of opposing armies could not. But the Magisters were confident in their power, and they could not imagine surviving a blight only to be destroyed by their own subjects. Even after the blight, Tevinter commander an army larger than that of any organized nation in Thedas, but that army was scattered and its morale dwindling. The ruin of Tevinter was such that the Elmari barbarians who had spread their clans and holds over the wilderness of the Ferelden Valley at the far southeast of the edge of the Imperium saw weakness in their enemy, and after an age of oppression embarked on a campaign not only to free their own lands, but to bring down mighty Tevinter as well. The leaders of that blessed campaign were the great barbarian warlord Mafarath and his wife Andraste. Their dreams and ambitions would change the world forever. Oh, that's kind of cool, though. I like the history. Books and songs, huh? All right. And, oh, that was the Lucius Dwarfson, which we heard. I think we had somebody paraphrase the story. I don't think I read through it. Because, truthfully, I mean, like, I can only keep track of so much of it at a time. So you can just keep sending these? Who's reloading them? All right, all right. I believe we're down here. Kind of funny. A plague came, you know, and you would think it'd bring people together, but it didn't. And then they just started tearing themselves apart as a country. Just, I wish I had. It feels like I've heard this story somewhere. Through the door. Oh, what's up, guys? Anybody else? Okay. Let's now does our I gotta get a thing where my mana just comes back. Like, is it just coming back anyway right now? It is, slowly. I think we're just dominating right now, so I'm just letting them. They'll mess you up with that. And, yeah, they're still flamed out. Come on, guys.
Quickly, we must fight.
We're having fun. We're getting some hits in. The music really cranks it. I have the music turned down too. I don't want to turn it all the way down because sometimes it's background and I like the atmosphere a little bit. But I'll keep saying the sound is tricky to play with here, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. We'll make it work. It's worth it. Third floor. That was a quick second floor.
Lothering better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. The king is depending on us.
Oh, pile of bones. What's that going to do for us? Chainmail boots? Sure, I guess. They'll be some of the first things I probably drop or trash here. Alright, guys.
Darkspawn.
Oh.
They just crop up everywhere, don't they?
It shall be done. It is begun. I shall do it.
There we go. Oh, I got a +4 there. You want some?
I shall do it.
There we go. There's one. I'm just keep an eye on their health. You think you're just gonna stand there and...
It is begun, as you say.
I could be playing supportive, but we like pummeling him. Alright. Well, I don't know that this is supposed to be like hard and we're supposed to be dying all the way anyway, so... but I feel like we're doing pretty good. I like being supportive. Although if I were hacking and slashing, we'd have a sword just be hacking him, wouldn't we? It's fun though, I'm digging it. What do we got? Weapon stand. Inventory full, so let's go to inventory, finally. Again. And if there's a better way to do this, you guys let me know. I think it's like I have to sell or drop, right? Or move to junk. But junk is still in my inventory until I get rid of it. I'm pretty sure. So, we have... Buckle of the Winds, let's... Okay, and... Oh, chainmail boots, chainmail boots. None of these... I don't. Cured, studded leather. Now we're going to get rid of the leather. Sorry, guys. Sometimes studded leather is a good thing. I just haven't gotten around to figuring it all out, but we're not going to. Even the enchanted dagger. We're not using that. Gray iron flat blade. Just iron stuff we don't care about. Let's see here. Small red shield. Even the elm wood one we're okay on. And here we go. Yes. So let's destroy all this stuff. Inventory management. Good times. But we'll only get smoother at this as we go. Gray axe, iron, you know what? It's like, we're going to take it because I don't want to think that I haven't taken things here. I'll drop it again later. How about that?
More of the fiends ahead. I shall do it.
Yeah, we hit him with that thing. That lightning is awesome. Come on, dude.
I shall do it. It has begun.
Yep. Oh, nice level up there. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna level up on the fly if it'll let us. Oh, there's an alpha, huh? Cage release. Yes.
I did it! I killed one!
I did it. I killed one. How's you guys doing here? You know what? Let's throw a little casting on there. And they're teaching us to look for environmentals to help us out. That's awesome. Let's take all. What did I get? I don't. Oh, we have a level up too. Let's do it. All right, we have 3 attribute points this time. 1 skill, 1 spell. So, I want the. Oh, did I just pick something? No. Let's see here. What's our skill? Improved coercion. 12 cunning. Yes, we want to be coercive in this. It's a story game too, so we're with it. And spells. Let's see. We still need to get to level 7 to do that. So everything else, this thing. So what improves our? Let's see here. Let's see. Regeneration. Caster infuses an ally with beneficial energy, greatly accelerating health regeneration for a short time. Now that's awesome, but there's got to be some other. Glyph of paralysis, glyph of warding, glyph of repulsion and glyph of neutralization, spell wisp, bonus to spell power for as long as this is active. I'm just trying to think like down the line here. Spell shield. This is active. Any hostile spell targeted at the caster has 75% chance of being absorbed into the fade, draining mana instead from me. But mana drain. The caster creates a parasitic bond with a spell casting target, absorbing a small amount of mana. Ooh, that might be not horrible, but walking bomb. The caster magically injects a target with corrosive poison that inflicts continual nature damage. If the target dies while the spell is active, it explodes, damaging all nearby targets. Although the spell is related to virulent walking bomb, the magic behind the two does not interact. A target cannot be infected with both friendly fire possible from the bomb, but we have friendly fire off, so what about stuns enemies? Mind blast, that might be good for us. Or weakness. Or vulnerability hex that inflicts penalties to cold. Affliction, misdirection. I mean, I can just imagine how we're going to use these. Drain life. That's probably pretty insane. Okay, I think though, let's just see if we can... I think maybe Winter's Grasp, just because we might have to use cold in certain situations. We'll just get rid of that one. I don't think that's a bad thing. Okay. Oh, nice doggies. I love it. Demonic Ichor, and the, yeah, shield. We'll take them. Yeah, so much stuff we're going to have to drop. Figure out what we want. I don't know, is there any way to have storage at some point? All these things are going to come into play. Let's kill them all. Come on, guys. Those dogs are still with us. Yep. Here, we just come back.
I need some help here.
Right. You know what? You're gonna make it. We'll use it. If there's more still trying to attack. We were just bashing through this place. So, they're looking good. I'm seeing their stamina bars, all that good stuff. Lesser injury kits. So they're prepared for people to get injured in the future. More? They should let us know if people get injured, right? It'll be a marker or something. Let's... You know what? Anybody else here? What do you say, soldier?
What do we do now?
We need to get to the beacon.
Yep.
The king needs Logain to charge.
Well, we figured that was correct, but just wanted to ask. Just to make sure. That is locked, right? I'm an idiot. Nope, that's not. I've not been in here. Good. What do we get? More? Nope, we already killed all these guys. Cool. I think we got to be getting to the top of the beacon here. I wonder if there's something up top we get to really fight. That'd be fun. There we go. Who's hitting me? Somebody's firing something at me. Nice. Let's just divide and conquer. Yeah, they're toast. They still have the flame swords. I don't know how long that stuff lasts, but we're doing well here. Looking good, man. We're just wiping people out. Ooh, a gray iron greatsword. It's heavy, I'm sure, but if we want somebody to be using a greatsword, I don't know how it'll all play out. No, nobody does have... Right. Just making sure here again that I'm not just skipping. Okay. For no reason. Like, people tell me afterwards, like, you're an idiot. Okay, here we go. Top floor. Nice. Cutscene. Oh, one of the big ones. What the hell are these things? Yes. All right, let's see if we can do this as a party here. I need to... Okay, so first of all, it's an ogre. I wonder if it's against... You know what? Usually fire, right? Okay. What? Am I facing the wrong way? I gotta figure out the magic. That's okay. We're gonna be supportive.
Take all of that.
He's stunned. Damn it, guys. Cast healing. Okay. And let's see. Do we still have spell? Can we do the flame again?
I shall do.
What? I wasn't even facing that way. I don't understand. So I'm just wasting my mana, and we're all gonna die. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. So, Lyrium potion.
Shall be done. Yes.
Then healing. Then wait. Healing. Oh no. One guy got taken out. See, now these might be injuries, right? Or not permanent deaths. I mean, the other guy's a NPC, so. I don't understand how the... Let's see here one more time. Spells. How about we assign to B? because I never use that. We can pause if we want to on there. And then we, there, okay. And confirm. Well, that didn't really hurt him very much, did it?
It shall be done. It's begun.
Come on, damn it.
Let's
Oh.
grab some glory.
Okay, I need more mana. So let's grab our potion. Another lyrium. Heal. Heal. And heal. My god, guys. And we're not going to make it. Oh my god.
No, terrible.
Oh.
As you say, very well.
Haha. Alright. Party member revival. One of your party members was knocked out during combat. Any sustained ability the party member had active was deactivated. He or she will also now have an injury. Remove them using injury kits, which are located in the potion parts of the radio menu.
The beacon is over here.
Okay, hold on.
Missed the signal.
So,
Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
potion, right? Where'd they say it's lesser warmth, lesser
have
injury
much to
kit. Select. Wait, or do I not need to for some reason? Is he injured? Hold on a second, guys. Alistair.
The beacon is over here. We've surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
Right. But, Mr. Alistair, let's do our level up first. And is he open wound? Details. Penalty to nature resistance close. He okay. Well, item set bonus, perfect. We'll level him up, but 3 attributes, a skill, and a talent. Let's see. I think he's got to be a mix, but we're gonna go strength for this one. Trap making, survival, requires 10 cunning, can detect the presence of nearby creatures. Herbalism, poison making, combat training. Oh wait, is it 5? Master combat training. Oh, we can get that one, huh? Of course we are. Mages can take more damage. Wait, warriors and rogues gain access to top tier weapon talents. What are these here? Combat tactics. Formulate oh, more tactics. We're gonna go for this one for right now. Threaten versus precise striking. 10 dexterity. We have righteous strike for his Templar. He requires level 9 for the cleanse area. We don't have archery. He has shield bash, shield pummel. Does he not have? Oh, he does. And shield defense. Shield block. Man, there's just a bunch of two-handed. Is he using two-handed? We had mighty blow, powerful swings. Two-handed strength reduces the penalties to attack and defense. I know we kind of did that one, but I don't know if we want it or not. Rapid shot, pinning shot, melee archer. I have that. Dual weapon, dual striking, dual. I don't know. This kind of seems a little weird. We're gonna go with threaten. Call it. No, but he's still injured, so... Okay. Well, let's talk to the ogre. Or pick everything up from the ogre, I mean. Talk to the ogre. Ooh. Neat stuff. Havard's Aegis. Havard's Aegis. Havard was Mafarath's closest friend. They were children together in the same Avar clan. They fought side by side in so many battles that Mavarath dubbed him Havard the Aegis. Better to have at his side than any shield. Mavarath brought Havard with him to meet with Tevinter. It was unthinkable to stand before his enemies without Aegis. When he understood that Maverath was giving Andraste over to be executed, Havard, unwilling to draw swords against his friend and liege, placed himself between Andraste and the Tevinter soldiers. The Tevinters struck him down, and Maverath left him for dead. But Aegis was not so easily destroyed. Havard lived and made his way gravely wounded to the gates of Minrathous to stop the execution. Too late. He found only the ashes of the prophet, left to the wind and rain. When his fingers touched the ash, his ears filled with song, and he saw a vision of Andraste dressed in cloth of starlight. She knelt at his side, saying, "Rise, Aegis of the faith. The Maker shall never forget you as long as I remember." His wounds healed instantly, and with his new strength, Havard gathered up Andraste's remains and carried them safely back to the land of Alamare. All right, well, sounds good. Oh, the beacon. We gotta light it. Anything else here before we do it? I just want to get this stuff. Quartz. Tribal necklace as a gift. Alistair?
The beacon is over here.
Yep, I thought so.
We missed the signal. Let's get quickly before it's too late.
Okay, and I took just half a sec break here, so watch this. Look how excited I am now. I figured it out. That's what I'm saying. This is a blind playthrough, but I'm not afraid to look up exactly what I might be screwing up with, and that means I have to select the character because I forget that game mechanic. And then he uses... Wouldn't he use...
Yes.
There. Should just use the one, right? Then he should be... looking good. Yeah, he's all set. No negative effects. While we're here. Cracked skull. Gaping wound. Oh yeah, these guys... You know what, though? You know what? You know what? You know what? I just wanted to see that game mechanic. We might be done here, so... I'm not...
Is over here. We've surely missed the signal.
We're not going to waste all of our kits yet. Yeah, we got the signal. Yeah, now's the time. It's way too late.
The retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Is this shady? He's back.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
He's letting the king die. I mean, maybe he's right, maybe he's wrong, but... Overwhelming forces. As soon as we light the tower, he says retreat instead of go forward. So... There's Duncan and Cailan. Are either of them gonna survive? Oh shit. Archdemon. Wait, is this? No, that's Ogre. Oh. Gonna eat his head. Oh, yeah, you're... Rip him in half. Oh, man. Okay, well, I kind of saw he wanted to get in battle and be glorious. That was his chance. Here's Duncan's. And he avenged the king. Twist it, start twisting around. Yeah. Oh, are you toast too? Wait, what? Well, this doesn't look good for us, folks. And the retreat, where are they retreating to? Yep. We lit the fire, yet nobody came. Who are we gonna report to now? I don't know how far up the... Oh shit, we got injured too. Oh, okay. 175 killed. Some. Ooh, Morrigan. Oh,
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother
she stripped us down. All right. No, I mean, obviously we're covered in blood, so. What happened to the Darkspawn? I remember you, the girl from the wilds. Woman, maybe? Sorry to say. But, yes, where am I? What happened to the Darkspawn?
You were injured, and then Mother rescued you. Do you not remember?
All right. No, let's get rid of that achievement there. There we go. Wait, what happened to the army? To the king? I remember being overwhelmed by Darkspawn. She rescued me. You mean from the tower? Yeah, we're going to say she rescued... You mean from the tower?
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field.
Yeah.
The Darkspawn
Saw
won
that.
your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
Oh, poor Alistair. Let's see here. My friend? You mean Alistair? He's not my friend. No, I don't know. What happened to the Grey Wardens and the king? Neither am I. This is horrible. I need to get out of here. What happened to the Grey Wardens and the king? We'll
All
ask.
dead. Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him.
Mother.
He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Hello, Mother. Mother. So funny. I will go then. Why does your mother want to see me? Well, I mean, we can go talk to her. Were my injuries severe? I have some questions if you don't mind. Thank you for helping me. I'm going to say thank you for helping me, Morrigan.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer.
I will go then. Were my injuries severe?
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
And we've already tasted the taint, as it were. Well, then I'm going to go. Oh, what about Alistair? Well,
He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
very unkind. Those were his friends. Yeah, he's a soldier, though. Why does your mother want to see me? I have some questions. We're going to go then.
I will stay and make something to eat.
For me or for herself? Codex updated. Quest completed. Let's see, what do we get here? Oh, Sir Cothrine. Some of us know what honor and loyalty are. Cothrine came to Loghain's service the hard way. She belonged to a poor family and was out doing work on the farm when she saw a man on horseback being attacked by several bandits. She rushed to his assistance and found out belatedly that the man she saved was none other than the hero Loghain. Though she was hardly more than a child, he took her in... Here, let's go. Offering her a position with his soldiers, and she climbed through the ranks through sheer determination. Becoming the commander of Merrick's shields, Loghain's elite soldiers, was the proudest moment of her life. Did we just meet her or something? King Cailan or Theron. I hoped for a warlike in the tales, a king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. Yeah, well, I guess that's what you got, I guess. Son of the legendary King Merrick Theron, Cailan was the first Ferelden king born into a land free from foreign rule in 2 generations. Since his father's death, he's held the throne alongside his queen, Anora. He fell in battle alongside Duncan at Ostagar. So is that just an updated thing? Loghain Mac Tyr. It makes more than legends to win a battle. Loghain was born a farmer during time when his country was under foreign occupation. When he was still a boy, he joined the resistance, where his considerable tactical genius quickly became apparent. He became close friends with Prince Merrick, the last true heir to the Ferelden throne, and together they led the rebels to drive out the forces of the Orlesian Empire. And he represents the Ferelden of ideals of hard work. During the Battle of Ostagar, he fled the field, leaving King Cailan and the Grey Warden to die. And Morrigan, Witch of the Wilds. Of herself, Morrigan says little. She does not deny being a witch of the wilds, but beyond that, everything about her is in question. Books and songs, quest related. So nothing new. Controls, let's just make sure there's not. Combat basics, mage, ranked creatures. The name of particular challenging opponents are displayed in different colors. Injuries. All right, and we got that. Creatures. We got the Glenlock, the Hurlock, the Ogre, and the Shade. And we're not going to read everything about them right now, but because they are enemies, steal it from this chest. Shadow Elm. Well, I'm enjoying the game. It's very, very cool. I don't think we have anything else to talk to her about for a moment. So let's head back out here. Oh, there he is. By the willows.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
Well, I had arrows in me, but I'm fine. I appreciate your concern. It takes more than a few darkspawn to kill me. Yeah. Afraid you were going to be left alone. Of course he was. I'm not, thanks to Morrigan's mother. Yeah.
This doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth.
Chastened.
I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends?
Oh.
Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
Hey, I'm a mage. We love it, so... who cares what she is? We need to do something now. Why did you save us? If you're Flemeth, then you must be very old and powerful. We can't be safe here where all the darkspawn. I suppose we should thank you. I just want to say, why did you save us?
Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these darkspawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
Cool, right on. It changed when most of them were slaughtered. The Grey Wardens are no more. Let someone else do it. The land is hardly united thanks to Logain. Yeah,
that
that's
doesn't
what
make
we'll
any
say.
sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The archdemon.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'd be worth... Should he have sent everybody in just to get wiped out if he thought it was like it was lost, or he would... You know, I just don't know. Then we need to find this archdemon. Yeah, let's go find him. What is this archdemon exactly? Alistair is the real Grey Warden here, not me. Well, he is. Will you help us fight this Blight, Flemeth? We should contact the rest of the Grey Wardens. What could Tyrion hope to gain by betraying the king? What is this archdemon?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
All right. Shouldn't we say what could Tyrion hope to gain by betraying the king? We need to find out.
He's the Queen's father. Still, I can't see how he'll get away with murder.
You speak as if he would be the first king to gain his throne that way. Grow up, boy.
If Al-Eamon knew what he did, he would never stand for it. The Landsmeet would never stand for it. There would be civil war.
Arl-Eamon, the Arl of Redcliffe, or perhaps we could go to him then. You think the Arl would believe us over the Tyrion? Yeah, you think he'd believe us over the Tyrion?
I suppose. Al-Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Cailan's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Surely there are other allies we could call on. That sounds like an excellent idea. Keep in mind that Logain was also an honorable man, right? Everyone will see the danger the Blight poses, right? And say he doesn't help us, what then? I'm going to say keep in mind that Logain was also an honorable man.
The Owl would never do what Tairn Logain did. I know him too well. I still don't know if Al-Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn horde by himself.
Right. There's nothing we can do. We'll find a way. It's up to us. We need to find the rest of the Grey Wardens.
I don't know how to contact them, or if they're even on their way. We need to do something now.
You have more at your disposal than you think.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else.
She's like
This
the narrator
sounds like
pulling
an
us
army
together.
To me.
So can we do this? Go to
Tom
Redcliffe
Bombadil.
and these other places and build an army?
Why not? Isn't that what the Grey Wardens do? As long as there's some profit in it. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves, and I doubt it'll be as easy as that. We're gonna say why not? Isn't that what the Grey Wardens do? We
So you
came
are
in.
set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
We're tainted already, or whatnot. As ready as we'll ever be. I'll be happy with just staying alive. Well, that's good. Well, but whatever. We're going, old woman. Don't push us. And yes, thank you for everything, Flemeth. I'm not going to ask for more help. I'm just going to say thank you and thank you for everything.
No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
Figured
The
there might
stew
be.
is bubbling, Mother dear.
Oh,
Shall we have
Morrigan.
2 guests for the eve?
Take her with
Or
her.
none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Hell yeah, I thought so.
Such a shame. What?
What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
What makes you think we want her? Right, thank you, but if Morgan doesn't wish to join us, that's not a choice I think it's Alexa. Why would she want to? Yeah.
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Okay, very well. We'll take her with us. Was this your idea all along? She had better be useful. Was this your idea all along?
Pardon me, but I had the impression that you two needed
That's
assistance.
fine with me.
Whatever the form.
Yeah, I'm
Not
just...
to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready.
Kicked out of
Alone,
the
these
nest.
two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the blight.
Yeah, you don't want to see your
Even
mama
I-
die. Come on now. I understand.
Understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
I can't say that she won't come to harm with us, but I'm going to say I understand.
Allow me to get my things, if you please.
Hurry. No. Hurry up, damn it.
I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
I think we should just get underway. No, I prefer you speak your mind. I have no problems with your presence if Alistair doesn't. Actually, I have some questions. I'm just going to say, no, I prefer you speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Whatever.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
Oh, get over yourself, Alistair. You know what? I'm telling him, oh, get over yourself, Alistair.
If you worry that I will summon demons and transform into an abomination, I assure you I will at least wait until you are not looking.
I feel better already.
He's hanging out with two mages now. He's not happy. Sure, if we have questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
Are you really
'Twas
Flemeth's daughter?
she who raised me, and thus I consider her my
her.
mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
Mm-hmm. That's fine. I'm not saying that it's not, but she's just going to stay here alone. I'm just wondering her age. It's just difficult to imagine her what? She's just going to stay here alone.
Mother was alone long before I came, and will be so long after I am dead. Such is her choice, though I suspect she would claim the choice was made for her.
In what way? Yeah. What skills do you have exactly? How about that?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
Oh.
I can cook, yes.
That's, never mind him. Then you can substitute for Alistair. Excellent, you'll at least be of some use. No. Never mind him, you don't have to cook.
You missed your chance. Now it's charred rabbit from here on out.
We can do our own little flame stuff. Have you never been outside of the wilds? Tell me about the village to the north.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your imperial highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
Absolutely.
Chantry. And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch.
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Is there any reason to go to Lothering then? Have you never been outside? Yeah. Is there any reason to go there then?
I mention it for its tavern, where travelers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed.
I doubt it.
Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way.
Sounds good. And have you been outside the wilds, I believe, but...
From time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider.
Well,
Mother wishes for me to
Everybody
expand
stares
the
at her.
horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
I mean, she's walking around like just beautiful and like totally exotic and different than anybody in this village. It's like, let's see if she has any discretion. I bet you she's not like wearing a robe or something to hide herself. Is that what you want? How are you going to get how are we going to get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
I don't sense any Darkspawn.
You won't right away. No. It takes time.
But we already have
We
the
should
taint.
be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
Okay, the Darkspawn are camped farther in the forest.
They come from underground, like an eruption.
Like
They
orcs
broke through
or something.
deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
I have no more questions,
Farewell,
I guess.
Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
Yep.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Huh. That's interesting. The Arl of Redcliffe. Alistair approves. Morrigan approves. Nature of the Beast. Broken Circle. Let's, interesting. So, I'm seeing they have now approvals with us. I'll have to look into that. Oh, downloadable content, right. The Blight. The Arl of Redcliffe. Seek out Arl Aemon. Alistair thinks that you should seek out the help of Arl of Aemon, or Eamon, whatever. Garin, the Arl of Redcliffe. Arl Eamon is a highly respected noble and has a great deal of influence in the Landsmeet. Alistair believes that he will certainly aid you once he learns about Logain's betrayal, or so we think. The paragon of her kind. Gain Orzamar's aid in battling the Blight. You need to travel deep underground to the fabled dwarven city of the Orzamar to earn the trust of her king and the dwarven troops of your army. Nature of the Beast. Gain the cooperation of the Dalish clans. The wandering Dalish elves, if brought together, are a force to be reckoned with. While they remain suspicious of outsiders, they may still honor the old Grey Warden's treaties. Go to the Dalish elves and seek their help to fight the Blight and Broken Circle. Gather the mages of the Inner Circle for your army. The Circle of Magi is a group of powerful mages. If you can enlist their help, they will prove formidable against the Darkspawn. The Circle Tower is situated on Lake Cailan. So that's cool. So is that like where all the starts kind of come from too? Is these different either Redcliffe or the elves, the dwarves? So now our thing is to put everybody together, huh? That's really cool. It feels a little familiar, but also just great story. I'm all down with it. Let's see here. Can we... There we go. Characters. Alistair. Alistair was a novice Templar when Duncan recruited him into the Grey Wardens, or rescued him, as Alistair would say. His mother was a serving girl who died when Alistair was very young. He was raised by Eamon Guerin, Arl of the Redcliffe, for a time. So I have to keep track too, so this is just adding to his story. And then Arl Eamon we have. Nobility does not exist without obligation. We owe all we have, even our lives, to our land and our people. As the maternal uncle of King Cailan, Arl Eamon is one of the king's most trusted advisors. Redcliffe, while not a large or especially wealthy part of Ferelden, is a critical strategic location. The fortress guards the western pass that leads to the Orlais, as well as the major trade route with Orzammar. A well-respected man, though not the most charismatic, King Cailan once said of him, "My uncle Eamon is a man everyone thinks well of when they remember to think of him at all." And that's the end of that one. And did we just have Flemeth here? Yeah, we got it. I didn't see it, but we'll click it. You're required to do nothing, least of all believe. Ages ago, legend says Ban Conobar took to wife a beautiful young woman who harbored a secret talent for magic, Flemeth of High Ever. And for a time they lived happily until the arrival of a young poet, Ossen, who captured the lady's heart with his verse. They turned to the chastened tribes for help with and hid from Conobar's wrath in the wilds until word came to them that Conobar lay dying. His last wish was to see Flemeth's face one last time. The lovers returned, but it was a trap. Conobar killed Ossen and imprisoned Flemeth in the highest tower of the castle. In grief and rage, Flemeth worked a spell to summon a spirit into the world to wreak vengeance upon her husband. Vengeance she received, but not as she planned. The spirit took possession of her, turning Flemeth into an abomination. A twisted, maddened creature, she slaughtered Conobar and all his men and fled back into the wilds. Crazy. For 100 years, Flemeth plotted, stealing men from the chastened to sire monstrous daughters, horrific things that could kill a man with fear. These Kakari witches led an army of chastened from the wilds to strike at the Alamari tribes. They were defeated by the hero Cormac, and all the witches burned, so they say. But even now the wilders whisper that Flemeth lives on in the marsh, and that she and her daughters steal those men who come too near. Morrigan's mother saved the last Grey Wardens from death at the top of the Tower of Ishal, but just who or what Flemeth truly is a mystery. I love it. That's crazy. And books and songs. I think we're good. All right. Nice. Well, what's the map look like from here? And we have her, no art, no beneficial effects, no other effects. What do we see? Resistances, tactics, damager, and health, fatigue. I was just wondering if we had like something that says whether they're cool with us or not. Oh no, right there, I see on the bottom. There we go. Underneath their feet is showing me. Love it, guys. Defender, damager, defender. That's fine. And oh, I didn't get to the map yet. We're in the wilds. Deep in the wilds. I don't know what the hell we're doing. We're gonna wander around here, and then it's probably gonna transport us, I think. Yeah, world. Ooh, world map. We already.
Have you not left yet? I hope you are not hanging about for some stew.
I just wanted to double check. She doesn't want to go. She doesn't want to come with us.
You have a whole lot of darkspawn to get past before you sleep.
Oh, great voice. I love it. I just have to look around, just make sure, you know. We know what's up. There's probably nothing here. But probably and absolutely are two different things. Yeah, let's just go. I wonder if we can come back here one day. World map saving. Let's see what this looks like. Wait, we just... Gather your party and venture forth. I believe we shall. Neat. All right. Ooh. I love it. Now we can see the actual map. So we are in the far south, Kakari Wilds, Ostagar. We can't travel to either of those. We can only travel to Lothering. Oh, that's... What else we got here? Denerim Party Camp. Are we going to have a camp set up with our party at some point? Circle Tower, Frostback Mountains, Soldiers Pass, Redcliffe Village, Redcliffe Castle. Awesome. Oh, and isn't Circle Tower, that's where we were. We got sent down here. We got all these, I'm just looking at the names. The Hinterlands, the Southern Hills, the Coastlands, the North Road. The Imperial Highway is going up to Lothering here. Imperial Highway's all around here, isn't it? Oh, and then there's a Dragon's Peak, south of Denerim. Free marches. Okay. Let's travel. Are there any random encounters or things, or? Okay, I didn't. Denerim. Oh, is this just something we're seeing?
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak.
No. Who are you?
You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good.
Yep. You claim.
But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Oh, yep, questioned him. You do it. He's gonna be dead now, though.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
He just doesn't want to use help, right?
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you.
Oh, tearing themselves
anyone.
apart, yep. My way or the highway. Seize him.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Eamon, we'll go with.
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
Mm-hmm. Real talk. Cool, cool. This damn game's great already. Yes, we gotta get rid of that hat eventually, but we'll be... Wait! Is that my dog? That's my dog. It imprinted to me. Aw, I'm so happy. Is that my... or... yeah. Oh. Oh, you want some, do you?
More of the teams ahead.
Hold on. Let's do also spells. Let's give them all flame. Wait, no, cancel. Which one is it? It's spells? I'll get... oh no, it's sustain spells or talents. Flame weapons. Come on, guys. Don't hurt my dog, guys. Oh. Just fry him. Yeah, we got them. They're nothing. That's what we wanted. Aw. Those Darkspawn didn't hurt you, boy, did they? Ugh, I hate dogs. Shoo, go away. I think this is the Mabari I helped cure back at Ostagar. I'm just gonna pet the hound.
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast
Yes.
following us about now?
Yep.
Wonderful.
For as long
He's
as we
not
can.
mangy.
Oh, well, I like Alistair for like being a dog guy right away. I've always wanted a dog like this. Maybe it's meant to be, but I don't want a dog. If you like him, you can have him. He can come, but he'd better make himself useful. No, I've always wanted a dog like this. Maybe it's meant to be. Oh, we get to name our dog. That's funny. You guys, I have a Boston Terrier who's 13. And maybe he'll make it on the episode sometime. Sometimes he's at my feet or playing around in the background, but his name is Poncho, after Lake Pontchartrain in New Orleans, or north of, and General Pontchartrain. So we are going with Poncho, and I am sticking to it. New Codex, Poncho. They put him in. That's so funny. By the way, Queen Honora, we have been given the gift of freedom by our forebears. Let us not squander it. Yeah, is she cool, bad? How's she going to play in with all this? Her husband was betrayed and killed by her father, so. The only child of the war hero, Logain Mactir, Honora has never been one to stay quietly in the background. It is common knowledge that in the 5 years Honora and Cailan held the throne together, she was the one wielding the power. Ooh. She is held in much higher esteem than her husband by the people of Ferelden, nobility and commoners alike, and commands the respect even of foreign nations, having once inspired Empress Celine of Orlais to declare Honora of Ferelden is a solitary rose among brambles. Well, then maybe she was more involved than we think. I don't know. I just don't know. We're looking for... Where's our guy? Quest related. I swear we just... Or is this Codex Creatures? I don't know. Well, it's fine. We have our dog. I'll if we see it later, we'll go with it. Can we still collect things? Elf root. Or elf lettuce, as I refer to it. Thank you. Okay. Let's check our map here real quick. We're just kind of wrapping around here. Oh, so this is deserted farmland. Is this just like an event? Like if we were to move around, do we always have to come through this space and fight whatever's here? I don't know. This is really fun. We'll figure it out. World map. Those are where those little cross swords, right? Yes. Right. Do we have more swords coming? Nope, we made it.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. I'd guess that fellow is the leader.
It's my hat.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Oh.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
They want to fight us?
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
You should have listened to your friend. We're not refugees. You're toll collectors, then? I don't have that kind. Very well. You should listen to your friend. We're not refugees.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Who's toll?
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
But they're making refugees pay, yeah. You're toll collectors, then. I don't have that type of coin. You're toll... No, forget it. I'm not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse, then. Those are the rules.
Fine. Oh, we're going to intimidate the hell out of him here. I'm going to say mage over the Grey Warden. Intimidate. Do you really want to fight a mage?
A mage? Ah, I don't want to
People
be a
hate
toad.
magic. They're scared.
Nobody's turning you into a toad, you sniveling bastard. But we'll, let the toll go. Just this once.
I'm not going to murder everybody if I don't have to on this. You're too kind. It's time to test some spells. No, you're too kind.
Yes, well, move along. Do enjoy your stay in Lothering.
All right, Lothering and the Imperial Highway. Lothering and the Imperial Highway, rest and resupply. You've arrived in Lothering and may rest and resupply here. Past the village lies the Imperial Highway, the road that runs through all of Ferelden. The highway will take you to the various places you need to go. Redcliffe, the Brazilian Forest, the Circle of Magi's Tower, and the Dwarven City of Orzammar. That's pretty cool. Do we get to choose, you know? Bandits on the road. Deal with the bandits taking care of travelers. Bandits have set up a barricade on the road to Lothering. They are robbing innocent travelers by forcing them to pay a toll. You revealed that you are a mage, and the bandits let you go, fearful of being turned into toads or being fried. All right. Oh, Dead Templar. We're going to take whatever you have, right? Knight's Locket, Knight's Note. Where's that one? Hold on. That quests? Notes. A note from Sir Henrik. So many of my fellow knights have been searching for the urn. Surely one of them must have found Brother Genitivi by now. Still, until I hear that all is well, I must proceed as planned. Brother Genitivi holds the key to finding the urn of sacred ashes. We always knew this, but I believe I now know where Brother Genitivi lies. I have been to his home in Denerim and found the trail, and I am amazed that other knights have not done likewise. Unless they have. No, it's best not to get caught up into the thoughts of conspiracy. Sir Donald awaits my report in Lothering. I must go to him immediately and report what I have learned. Should anyone find these ramblings, all I ask is that he be informed of my fate. I pray that he complete what I cannot. Oh, well, there we go. Why not? So we got that. Very good. We want to talk to the bandit leader again?
What do you wish of me?
Oh, no, we don't. That was a little tricky.
Oh, back, are you? Ha, we've no magic here, you know.
I just want to see.
Of interest.
I'm leaving. Intimidate. It's time for you and your men to leave.
Well, we don't want trouble, so yes, we'll do that. Thank you for sparing us.
But you said these refugee types was easy pickings.
No.
There are better pastures elsewhere, you fool. Time to go.
We don't need to kill people who could be killing Darkspawn. That's in some capacity, so I will take that. We'll take advantage. Wait, where's our dog? Honcho. Aw, I love it. Aw, I'm so happy. Okay. Ooh. Too much stuff, right. Private documents. I think we've found lots of private documents. I don't know that they mean what we want them to mean. Oh, and there's our map. There's our wide open world, Lothering, and the Imperial Highway. So, anything we want to do here is going to set us up, right?
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
It's going to be really open-ended.
So you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
I like her. She's fun.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
What?
Right, very creepy.
Very
Forget I
creepy.
asked.
Oh, his flame's still going. Just get to the point. What did you want to talk about, Alistair? You've been very quiet. Leave him alone, Morrigan. I'm going to say leave him alone.
But how can I? He is right there, speaking, eyes wide like those of a brainless calf.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
I got to look up the voice actor for Alistair, too. He keeps reminding me of an English actor, I think. So I'll look it up later, but I figured it out. Let's just get going. We should try and use these treaties, I assume. We need to hear some news before we can decide. You have some thoughts on that point, Alistair? Yeah, what are your thoughts?
This should be good.
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
What do you mean?
The treaties, the ones we got from Flemeth. With these, we will be able to ask for assistance. Maybe even raise an army. There are 3 main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Which makes me not want to go to him first, I'll just tell you, so we'll see though. I'll figure it out as we go. Then we need to find these people. Is there a way to contact the Grey Wardens? Why are you leaving it up to me? What do you think we should do, Morrigan? I'm not sure any of this is... What do you think we should do, Morrigan?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion, and I gave it.
I like
if your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
These two, are at conflict a little bit, I would say, but I like it. Is there any way to contact the Grey Wardens?
Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Oh, man. Then we need to find these people,
I can give you directions, if you like.
I feel like... To the chant... Where would Loghain be, exactly?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
Okay, well, I don't know. And we know where... I feel like we know where all these people are. So, I don't need any more directions
Then you
from
have
it.
a plan.
Why are you leaving it up to me?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
I'm ready to get going.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Cool, because I understand what they're saying. Maybe if they're going to give me more background on the elves or the dwarves, that's one thing. But just like how to get there, well, I go out and click on the map and we go where we want, I think. So let's start exploring this town a little bit. We're on the outskirts here. Let's work the outskirts and work our way in. See if we can find a tavern and get a drink. Get up on these walls, look around. This is the way we came in, right? Yep, okay. Sorry, freaking out. Like, oh. I don't know. I'm sure there'll be stories everywhere, right?
I heard those bandits are back again. Why don't the Templars kill them?
Oh, we took care of the bandits, don't worry.
We were lucky. We had the coin to pay the toll to those bandits. Many didn't.
Yep, we're sorry about that. Refugee girl.
I'm scared. When are we going home?
Your home has been burned. You never get to go back. I'm sorry to tell you. No, I don't know. I don't know that, so there's no reason to scare the young girl. Oh, listen, little tunes going a little bit. I love it. What's up, farmer?
You don't look like the other folk fleeing the south.
Of course
Were you
he
in
has
the
something
battle?
to say. Mind your own business. What makes you think that? What makes you think
You
that?
don't look chastened, so you're not from the wilds. And you're not a farmer. I'd guess you saw some fighting.
Yes, I am a Grey Warden.
Then you'd best clear out.
Why?
We're loyal to the king here, and word from the north is the Wardens betrayed King Cailan.
What?
Tairn Loghain has a bounty on any who survived.
Ah. Maybe you should just keep that to yourself, we're going to say.
I've no plans on telling anyone anything. Do what
I'm not
you
going to
will.
argue with him. I should go.
Don't let me stop you.
I think we figured out what we needed to know there. That Loghain is trying to cover his ass.
I hear those bandits are back again. Why don't the Templars...
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
These two are not happy with each other, but oh my god, you guys. I get to be a dog? I get to be the dog? No, I didn't even realize he was part of my party. I thought he was just coming with us. Can he come and pick stuff up? What do we got? Okay, well, let's switch back to our guy. Make sure. Yep. Inventory. You know what? We need to find a store, don't we? Let's not do that. Let's run into town with our dog and our whole crew. Let's find a store, sell all our stuff, and then come back through, sweep around, get all these stories, and move on. And we're going to finish up here in the next episode. Well, that does it for another episode. I loved it. Wow, just craziness with the battle. I figured the king might either die or something bad was going to happen just in the foreshadowing. But the dog showed up, and now we get to name it. I'm so happy. I had no idea, and we get to control it. It's awesome. As always, if you enjoy the content, hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.